Well, g'day everybody, and welcome back to another episode for season 2 of Ep04. Again, thank you everybody for your comments and stuff. I'm not going to read out your names today, because a few people have suggested now, including in the most recent video, that I'm probably a little bit high for this ore deposit, for this iron deposit, and I probably need to be around 10 blocks below this one. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to start working in that direction, but what that is going to require is for us to actually start dropping down on a gradual slope. Now I can do what we did in our other tunnel and drop down using the concrete and stuff, but at this point in time I don't want to. I want to see how I go, just rolling down naturally, and get down to probably to here, about 10 blocks below right here. So and the way we're going to do that, I think, is probably, I think I'm going to grab a bulldozer and we're going to start a slope down through here. Now, it's also been suggested a few times that I do what I did when I built the tunnel in season 1, and that is to drop conveyors on the ground, which I will do once we get down to the level that I want to get down to. In the meantime, how am I going to do it? Well, we're going to have to work it out as we go. So we do definitely need to drop down. What we will probably do here, I reckon I'm going to build myself a wall here. And in fact, what we might do is we might actually buy some rough concrete wall sheets, I reckon. Let's buy 50 of those, which is 60 grand's worth. So we'll grab those, and I think I'm going to build a wall down here like this. And this is going to be the end of this section of tunnel. So we'll start working on that, and then sorry, don't show this again. I just got a notification. My apologies about that. It froze my game up. Because what happens is every time I save this game now, it backs up to a drive as well at the same time. So it's just telling me, oh yeah, I've backed up to the drive. Well, okay, thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right, so we'll throw these in here for now. It's also been suggested, I think it was by Brian, it was either Brian or Super suggested or recommended that instead of going out and cutting trees, which becomes really, really mundane and stuff like that, suggested that I actually buy them from, there's an old logger, an old forester in town. We can buy logs from him. So I think that might be the direction that we go in while we're setting our mine up. The other thing that we are going to have to do if we are going down is we're going to need to work out exactly how we're going to dump all of this stuff. And I think in the initial stages, I think what we need to do probably is to remove all of this and reuse this. So grab you, we'll grab you, and we'll grab you, and we'll grab you as well. And we will use these, and we will change this up, guys, as we go. We will change this up. Let's see, what have we got? Get rid of those for starters. And do we have a... Well, we've got a straight conveyor there, but I think we need a number. I think we need a number 2. So I do believe we have those in our storage here as well. We do. I'm going to grab all of these like that because we're actually going to remove that as well. And we'll get a number 2 in there like so, and then we're going to throw our hopper in there, I think, for now, and then we'll start setting this up properly so that we can dump into here. Now we're only going to do this temporarily because the plan is to head in the direction that everybody wants me to head, or a lot of people want me to head, which is basically rolling in, laying conveyors down and stuff like that. So I think what we're going to do is probably go down one level, which we will actually take off of there and then run through there and down one level once we get our level set. So which is again a pretty important part of working out exactly where we're going. So we'll sort that out though. We will sort that out. Now, do we do this with a bulldozer? Do we start it off with a bulldozer, or do we could start it off with a bulldozer, or we could start moving down with this fella. I think we'll try with this fella for starters and see how we go before we invest in a bulldozer at this point in time. And I believe the place to do it, the place to start would be probably maybe about here. Yeah, probably about there, I reckon. Okay, so the idea is that I will make adjustments to this, and we will start actually heading downhill from here. And we'll get an idea on exactly how we're going to do the slope in a sec. But what I wanted to do as well, I'll show you. Let me just throw that in there and get this out of the way. What I would like to do is I would like to put a little bit of floor down here as well. A little bit of concrete floor. Now, to do that, we may have to firstly put a bit of that on there and then put our floor in underneath, if we can. I don't know whether we're going to be able to. Can we get it on there? Yes, we can. And I kind of want to go in that direction, I think. Maybe that's a little bit too low. I don't know. For now, let's remove it. And we'll remove that little one there. There we go. Yeah, we may be a little bit low there to be able to put that floor in. So we'll sort of see how we go. Maybe we could put a piece of floor down here like this. No, maybe up here. Will it go up here? Let's try and change this around a little bit. So if we were to go, let me just for now, as a temporary thing, let's go out here. And this will give us a little bit of guidance as well, I think. We've got the blocks on us, so we might as well use them as a little bit of guidance as well. We'll do the same out here. Oh, come on, just find that spot. There we go. May even leave these here, you know, guys. I know that it's a bit of an expense when we could possibly eventually be making our own, but for now, we will drop you out there, and I think we probably want to go one more like so, which is going to help us out considerably. All right, beautiful. Now, how do we go on these? So that's going to be up there. We probably want to be down below, don't we? All right, that's going to help us. That's going to help us because I do believe that that'll probably be in line maybe with that. Possibly, probably not, but at least that'll help guide us down anyway, which is kind of what we want. So just a little bit of fiddling around, you know, like there's a bit of fiddling around to do. A bit of fiddling around to do. So what we might do actually is I might just dig down here. There, like that. And I might throw one of those in there. Like so. Throw another one in there, like that. And we might actually drop down into there and use that as the start level. And then we'll work our way down from there. So probably the best thing to do is to actually just dig this out like this, I reckon. Which we can do easily enough. So this is just gonna help guide. I need a little bit of guidance in here. So, and that's what this is gonna do. It's gonna help guide us and guide us down to the level that we want to be at. So, where are we going there? 1 and 2, and we'll keep moving across as well. And hopefully you guys can see my theory here and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. There we go. It will all come together. It will all come together. It's really hard. You don't want to be inside Simi's mind, believe me, to work out exactly what's going on. But there we go. Dig across to here like that, and then we'll purchase some more of those rough concrete. We'll get another 20 of those, which is another 24 grand, but that's okay. I'm happy with that. Go some concrete floor in there and concrete floor in right there, like that. Perfect. Get a little bit more of this dug out. There we go. Lovely. Dig a little bit more out of there, like so, and we'll throw some more in. 9, number 9, another one in there, and another one in there, and we'll get across to there, and that'll help us out. So I'm going to keep going with this, and I will come back when I've done that, guys. All right, that is about right there. That's where I want it. So now what we're going to do is we're probably going to we might actually by hand, we might actually run a slope down here by hand. So what I'll do is I'll take some of this out like so. That, yeah, that's gonna help level us up quite a bit as well. So if I take some of this out like so, we just dig a little bit of that out as we go, like so. Get rid of you, buddy. And we'll just bring a gentle slope down here into this little concreted area, and then we'll start work from there. And we may use a little bit of concrete as a guide and then pull it up when we're finished. So there we go. Right. So that gives us a little bit of an idea of where we're going. She may look like a mess right now, but believe me, she won't when I'm finished. Well, fingers crossed. As unmessy as I can make it anyway. I can hear a few people chuckling. Okay, let's bring this little beast in now. Okay. Spin him around. We should really be working with our beacons on, shouldn't we? I've got to remember that. You guys have to keep reminding me of that. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to roll down to here. So if we start vibrating. Not there. Don't vibrate there. Let's actually roll down here. Start vibrating there. Bring a little slope down there, and that's the slope we want. Like so. Let's keep going with it and see if we can really smooth this out. Enough to make it relatively pleasant going in there. Roll him down. Into there as well. We're probably going to have to take a little bit out of there. You. Okay, let's just jump out of here for now, and we'll take a little bit more out of here. Like this, because we want to expose this concrete here. There is method to my madness. Method to my madness. Okay, we'll give you a little bit of a chunk. You a little bit of a chunk. That was pretty good there, actually. Take a little bit out of there. All right, let's jump back in again. And I'll turn him off. And we'll try and pop into here like that, and then put the vibro on. No, that didn't. That was a massive failure, Simi. That was a massive failure. Whereas that's not so much of a failure, is it? That bit there. All right, so we may. I have another. I have another plan, everybody. I have another plan that's just popped into my head that you guys have probably been screaming about as well. Anyway, let's get this fella over here. We'll turn your beacon off, and we'll jump out, and we will go here, and we'll drop into here like this. And we shall do it all in concrete. I wanted to be creative. I wanted to be creative and precise, but there you go. Okay, dig you out. We'll get you out to there. Like so. That bit's going to annoy me. Right. Okay, so what we'll do is, who was it? Somebody asked how I managed to get the really small slopes in the previous one going down into my underground mine. What you'll notice is that there's different types of concrete ramp. 4 of 4, 3 of 4, 2 of 4, and 1 of 4. So what I've done is, say if I buy 8 of those, then they're the small slope. These are the next ones that connect to that. So we'll buy another 8 of those. And I believe we'll probably have to have 8 of these as well. So you've got the 4 different stages, and then this stage here, 1 of 4, actually hooks to a normal concrete block. So that's how I worked out my lower slope, by using these 4 to work my way down the mine. And you'll see how I'm going to do that in a sec. We've got some dirt here. I want to put these ones in first. We'll get you, and we want 3 of 4. My gosh, I just sneezed, guys. Sorry. So we'll start with these little fellas here. Let's maybe rotate those around. We'll start there. And then what I'll do is I'll actually remove that, and I'll remove that. We'll utilize these again now that we've got a slope to start with. So you use the small ones first. There we go. Like so. to there and there. All right, perfect. Perfect. I was probably one off. That's 7. Then we go. So this is the problem with the with using the floors. They actually sit up a little bit higher. The next stage is to use these and to throw these in like so, without standing in the way. There we go, and that'll help to create the slope that we need to get up to the level that we need to get. Stage 3 is to use these larger ones here, like that, and we'll see how high that brings us. Probably brings us up about to the height that we want to be at. So there, we'll just dig a little bit of this out just to neaten it up a little. There we go. Get rid of you as well. And we should be able to put these larger ones, which are 3 of 4, I think. And that should give us the slope. And that's probably other than digging a slope out yourself, that's probably the best slope that you can actually, or the smallest slope that you can actually get. So 2. So we'll bring this up a little bit. We'll level this out a little bit like that, and then we'll throw some. We'll level this out as well, and we'll throw a little bit of dirt in there, which we do have some. We do have some dirt in our inventory there. So what we'll do is we'll throw some dirt down here like that. And a little bit down here like that, and then we'll just level all of that out. So if I go to the shovel, just bring this around a little bit, and then we'll just level this out a bit like that. Another thing is, like really, really, really fun part of the game here. Really fun part of the game is to be able to sort of work the dirt and manipulate it like this, which is fantastic. So what we should be able to do now is I should be able to get this back out, dig a chunk out of there, chunk out of there. So we'll dig some of this out like so. There we go. Get the high bit there. High bit there. And it's just a matter of working it around as we go to try and build ourselves a nice little slope. Fingers crossed. Because the last thing that we want to be doing as well is dropping ourselves having too much of a lip to drive over coming out of the mine. Get rid of you, get rid of you. There we go. Just sort of work that through here a little bit. Now I kind of feel, I don't know what you guys think, but I reckon that if you've got lower ground and you level it and bring it up, it's easier than trying to bring ground down. So we've got quite a bit of stuff that needs to go out of that. It's a little bit too ragged there. And the last thing you kind of want is too much of a slope going down there. Sometimes it can be a bit funny, but I think we're almost there, guys. It is actually behaving a little bit different to what it normally does for some reason. Okay. Well, we'll see how we go anyway. Let's go back to the dirt. Put a bit in there. Try and level this bit out. And we'll probably have to do the other bit with the loader, I'm guessing. So we'll get that out a little bit there. There we go. But it's not horrible work. It'd be horrible work in real life, but it's not horrible work in the game. Going a little bit too high there. That's pretty good. Let's maybe move across to here and dump another piece down there. And I think we'll probably level this out. There we go. Don't mind having a little bit of dirt on the ground there as well. Now the other thing that we're going to have to do is, and I don't know why they didn't make these to actually fit in. I know they're concrete floors. I don't know why they didn't make them to actually fit in. So I don't know whether I'm going to be able to use any blocks under there. I may end up having to use concrete blocks instead. Down there like that. And then we'll get rid of him. And that might have to be our slope. So we may end up having to use concrete blocks, I think. We'll just do a little bit of digging through here. Just so that we can get those in there. There we go. That'll allow us to get some more of those concrete blocks in. Like that. And as I said, I'm willing to spend the money to try and, make something of this. I think eventually what we'll probably do is we'll just transition to the concrete floors. But I didn't want to do it straight off the bat because I want to actually try and get myself a bit of nice slopage there. Slopage. Yeah, I did use that word. 2. There we go. And that. All right, so that's going to help. That's going to help. So we'll start moving down now. All right, let's see what we can do. We're getting a bit long in the tooth on this episode, but I would like to at least get a bit of something done. I mean, just a little bit of digging done. So we'll go there, and then we're just going to have to use our bucket as cleverly as we possibly can to be able to sort of start digging that out. And in there you go, sir. Not there. There. Lovely. Lovely. It'd be nice to get up to the point where we could have a larger excavator. So what I'm trying to do here is not dig too far down in the beginning. There we go. Run you to here. In an ideal world, I would actually start reconfiguring all of our conveyors and all of our buildings and stuff to actually match the angle of this and to match the height of it, which wouldn't be a silly thing to do, so that everything's interlocked, which will make it a little bit easier later on in later on in the series as well, or later on in getting below the ground. So all right, there we go. So the idea here is going to be not to go straight down, not to go straight down immediately, like go bullet a gate and go straight down, but to cut out levels and then to remove the concrete and move down to the next level. That will be the plan. So we'll take this level out that we're doing now, and then and then from there we'll remove all of that concrete and move down to the next level as well. There we go, lovely. Now there's multiple ways we could do this. In case you were wondering why I was rolling back there, I went to grab myself a sip of my coffee that's going bloody cold. All right, in we go. Lovely. And at least while we're doing this, we're still making money. There we go. Beautiful. Good stuff. Auto save. We'll let it auto save. I'm really particular about allowing it to auto save and stuff now, after the issues that I did have. Yeah, so I think this is a damn fine plan, guys, to go this way. There we go. Dump you in there. Spending money but making money at the same time. Get you, and then we can just keep going in this direction and going the way that I'm going now. And it's actually nice having these concrete guides too, I think. There we go. Dump you in there. But there we go. I am going to have to leave this episode here, or otherwise it's going to become too long, which we don't want it to. We want to keep them around a decent time for you guys to sit down and have a cuppa after work or whatever and watch. But thank you everybody for your comments and your likes and your views and your thanks to all. Welcome to all the new people who have subscribed as well. I appreciate every comment and every like and every new subscription that I get, and so I thank you all very, very much. I will see you all in the next episode, and yeah, we'll continue on working our magic in the iron pit, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.